Good morning from Kiwi and Pixel the Parakeets. This is our live stream this morning where we are going to be displaying a Kiwi and Pixel billboard on Times Square. This is one of those things where for like not that much money you get a 15-second ad and it plays one time on Times Square and they have a live stream so you can watch it play. So ours is scheduled for 12:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And it says it's airing in 11 and a half minutes from now. So in the meantime, welcome. Feel free to ask questions about Kiwi and Pixel, and just enjoy the show. Hello, for those of you just joining us. This is Kiwi and Pixel the Parakeets, and we have a special surprise for you this morning. We have a 15-second Kiwi and Pixel ad or billboard going up in Times Square in New York City right now. So that is going to be airing in 10 minutes and 45 seconds according to the app here. It's this kind of cool system where you can upload a 15-second video. There's some criteria about content, but if it's wholesome enough, which I think this is, no, they've already approved it actually, goes up for 15 seconds in Times Square, and we have a live stream for you to watch as it happens. So enjoy, and like I said, feel free to ask questions. This is Kiwi and Pixel the Parakeets. Some of you may be joining us for the first time. Kiwi is a 9-year-old parakeet, also known as Budgie. And Pixel is 3 years younger. He's 6 years old, and they are both known for their talking abilities. And so welcome to the channel. Thanks for joining. And if you haven't seen our other videos, go ahead and visit our Kiwi and Pixel Talking Parakeets playlist, and you can watch all the videos that you like to your heart's content. Trevor, thanks for joining this morning. I like your comment. Totally won't go to their feathery heads yet. If they knew it was happening, I think they'd have quite the ego about it. So it's really interesting, this TSX system. Like I said, you just upload a video and they check it, they moderate the content, and it goes live at a time slot that you specify. And it's interesting because I would have thought that this would be kind of continuous, but I've been watching the live stream now for a good 40 minutes since I requested that the ad be put up. And so far, I think I've seen like less than 10 videos so far. So I think like this either isn't a high demand time of day, or it's just not a high demand product. Maybe people don't want to pay $40 for a 15-second ad. I have seen elsewhere that if you want a 15-second to run like 10 times in a day, it's about $150, which seems like better value. I don't know. This is just an experiment to see if anyone in Times Square sees it and then comes to our channel as a result. And also kind of a fun thing to do because it's not terribly expensive in the grander scheme of things. So we get to have Kiwi and Pixel be out there in New York City. Got 8 minutes and 20 seconds until the ad is supposed to go live, so we'll just keep waiting here for a few minutes. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Iawe Akusura. I'm sorry, I just can't read that. But anyway, good morning. Thanks for commenting. Welcome. Indeed, they are so famous. Yes, they are. They've got quite the following, thanks to people like you. CGI ad. Yeah, I've seen this reel going with the the little mirror triangles on this person. This has been playing pretty much nonstop this morning, and I don't know really what it's for. And the text isn't really big enough to make out on the screen. Although it does say first look in the corner, so I'm not sure if it's a preview of some sort of musical performance that they're advertising. Who knows? Kazuko, welcome. Thank you for joining this morning. Hello. I have to translate what it says in Japanese because I don't read Japanese. It says good evening. Yes, I guess it is evening right now in Japan. Best way to spend the lunch break? Awesome. Well, that must mean that you are in a time zone where it is lunch, like it probably is for many people in New York City. That's kind of why I chose the time for this to go, 12:30 in the afternoon. So maybe it'll be a mix of tourists who are out and a mix of people who are out on lunch break from their offices in New York City. So we'll see. Although I imagine that New Yorkers kind of avoid Times Square like the plague, but there's probably still a good number of restaurants out there that people go to. They might see it on their walk to lunch or something. Giselle, good morning. Welcome. Tracy, she says, so excited. I have a budgie named Bellamy. Hello, Bellamy. Good morning, Bellamy. I hope Bellamy is a cute baby bird, just like Kiwi and Pixel. All right. This says our ad should be airing in about 5 minutes. So, yay. Now, I don't know about any of you all, but it's been a long time since I've been to New York City. It's probably been 10 years since I've been there. And the last time that I went, I did not go to Times Square because it's just a little too touristy for me. But I did go to Times Square. My dad took me to New York as a high school graduation present almost 20 years ago. And we did go to Times Square, and it was pretty cool to see, actually. So I'm sure I have some pictures somewhere from all that time back. Four and a half minutes till the video goes live. So I was trying to look up like what TSX actually is, and I'm still not that sure. Does TSX refer to the building? Oh, it's being transformed into an unprecedented entertainment-driven project set to reimagine how people engage Times Square. It's very specific, of course. I think they mean that it could be like hotels or restaurants or something within the building. Within the structure is the existing iconic Palace Theater, which currently resides at ground level. And they're putting in 75,000 square feet of usable retail space. Very cool. If you see on the screen this little TSX box here, this square, kind of toward the bottom, you can see these things that look like doors. And in fact, when I look at other pictures of this billboard from Times Square, it looks like those are actually doors, part of the screen that open up to be like a platform that they can use for performances or something. I'm not sure exactly what they would use it for, but I thought, oh, maybe the screen is broken or something, but no, it's actual doors that open up. Pem Birds, welcome. I'm glad that your birds love Kiwi and Pixel. Do they have a favorite video? I wonder what their favorite video is. Is there good food in Times Square? I don't remember. I think Times Square has a lot of like chain restaurants, think along the lines of like Applebee's and other stuff like that. It's not very good food. But, some of the best restaurants in my experience that I've eaten at in New York City are like hole in the wall, tiny restaurants that serve things that, like sandwiches or bagels or something. And, not big sit down places, but just like small, like mom and pop restaurants that are just really, really good. There's also like Katz's Deli and Katz's, and what's the other big deli? I can't remember the name of it. Carnegie Deli, both of which are like massive, famous Jewish delis with like the big pastrami sandwiches and stuff. I don't think those are close to Times Square, but I don't actually remember off the top of my head, but they're both really good. Well, our 12:30 time slot is coming up here in just a minute, and my app tells me that we've got a minute and 23 seconds till the ad airs. And we are the third time slot of the 12:30 ads, meaning there's going to be one 15-second ad, another 15-second ad, and then the third 15-second ad is ours. And the really cool thing is that if we miss it, apparently we can go back, and you can go back on this TSX website and look at all the different time slots that have gone up before. You can actually rewatch the ad for up to 12 hours. So that'll be pretty cool to see. I also imagine there's a little bit of a time delay between the actual live in New York City and the actual like streaming to us. I'm guessing it's probably somewhere along the lines of about 30 seconds. And then the YouTube delay is also somewhere along the lines of like 10 to 15 seconds, depending on how good my connection is. But looks like they're previewing the 12:30 slot. So here it comes. This is not one yet. You'll see something in the top right corner that says like number 12:30.001, and then it'll be 002, and then ours 003 coming up. Here's 001. We're coming up in about 30 seconds. Those of you who just joined, this is Kiwi and Pixel the Parakeets. We're coming up on our 15-second ad in Times Square in New York City on a 100-foot electronic billboard. So here it comes. Oh yeah, Kiwi and Pixel on Times Square. This is so awesome. Our 15 seconds of fame. And that's it. That was our ad in New York City. That's fun. Well, maybe somebody saw that and will go check out the YouTube channel later, but I thought it was just a fun thing to do anyway. So now if I go back, you can actually go to the TSX website and go back and view it again. But I'm not sure how I can put that in the chat. Let's see here. TSX Broadway. Cat videos, of course. That is a pretty cute cat. TSX live stream. Here we go. And then can I go back? Anyway, we have record of it on the live stream here, so I'm not going to go back and mess with it. But anyway, thanks everyone for coming by and for watching Kiwi and Pixel the Parakeets. That was a lot of fun. I might do it again at some time. And if you have any ideas for a 15-second ad to put up in Times Square, maybe we'll try it out. So leave a comment here in the chat or in the comments when it's published as a video. And yeah, thank you for stopping by. We really appreciate all your support as always. And thanks for watching Kiwi